My exit from my family business was not the way I wanted it. Hi, I'm Azher and welcome to my YouTube channel. Let me start by asking, what are the feelings coming up when you see the words exit planning? Is it fear of losing control? Perhaps it's frustration not knowing where to start or who to trust. How about strained family relationships? Could that be coming up for you? Whatever it is that is coming up, the reality is we all have to exit at some point in the future from our businesses. But here's what I've learned from my experience. Exit planning is not only about revenue or your age, and it's definitely not about having a buyer lined up. Exit planning, to me, is about ensuring you're ready at any point in the future to exit your business without the chaos, the fuss, or the confusion. It's about having clarity and control for that eventual day, which, to be honest with you, most family business owners don't really think about or don't even have time to think about. You see, that's where I was a few years ago. I ran a super busy food supply business for nearly 30 years with my parents and 3 siblings. Together, we built something truly amazing, an incredible business, but it was also messy and it was, as I said, really time consuming. I was so deep in the day-to-day, I never stopped to ask, am I ready? And I'm not talking about the business here. I'm talking about us as a family, as leaders, as individuals, as people. I avoided the hard conversations. I delayed the important decisions. We all did. And when the time came to face the future, we weren't prepared. There was no clarity, no real plan, and no contingencies in place to deal with the unexpected. And if I'm totally honest with you, that is why this channel exists and why I created it, because I have unfinished business, not just for myself, but for people like you who deserve better. So this isn't just another business channel. It's a lot more holistic. It's for family business owners who are brave and courageous enough to ask, am I really ready? This channel is for those who want clarity before chaos and want to replace pressure with peace. So, what will you get here as a subscriber? Well, for a start, you'll be able to check where you really stand. You'll get simple tools and questions to see if you and your business are really ready to move forward. You'll have access to easy to follow frameworks. I'll show you clear, proven ways to make sense of what lies ahead so that you don't feel lost and overwhelmed. There'll be some real talk about families and emotions. And I know 1 or 2 things about that. We'll talk about what really happens when families' feelings and legacies get intermixed, intertwined into business decisions. And then there's step-by-step help from the first hard talk to the final big decision, whenever that comes. I'll show you how to get support each step of the way. And finally, new ways to think about it all. This isn't about just the business. It's also about you. I'll help you shift your mindset so you feel more clear and more confident. Talking about new ways to think, here's a deep shift for you to consider. Exit planning isn't something you prepare at the end of your business career. It's something you actually lead through the middle. It's very much present tense, the here and now. You know, I used to think like that I could kick that can down the road and I'll deal with it later, next year perhaps. Well, next year never comes around, but when it does come around, it's usually unexpected and it's too late. You see, readiness is not a moment, my friends. It's a mindset. If you haven't built clarity, trust, and alignment in advance, you're not ready. No matter how big your bottom line is, you can't leave behind clarity unless you create it while you're still here. So, if any of this resonates with you, there are 3 things I'd like you to do. Firstly, subscribe to the channel. I want to give my listeners value, and I can't do this without your help. Number 2, drop a comment and tell me what readiness means to you right now. And number 3, share this video with a family member, a partner, or perhaps an advisor who needs to be part of this conversation. You know, we need to stop pretending readiness will just happen by itself, out of the blue. And this is a great opportunity to learn how to create readiness. Because your story isn't finished. And your exit, it deserves to be wisely considered, not rushed. Wisely considered with clarity, with calm, and with nothing left unsaid. Thank you for listening. See you in the next video.